This is Shy.
And I'm Lexi. What's up? Life's good. Life is great.
Life is cool. I just got my groceries.
And I just got off a 7-hour shift.
Nice.
Life be great today.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the podcast. This is our first episode. Installment? This is the pilot episode. We're gonna call it the pilot episode. I think it'd be really interesting to make it like TV show themed type episodes.
Yeah.
But like I'm a big fan of Friends. So it's like every episode starts with the one where, the who, or like anything like the what, when, where, how, why moments. And I'm like, I don't want our episodes to be Friends related because that's weird. Like, oh, the one where we are. We're best friends. We're best friends. I'm trying to think because it's this is my second podcast, technically.
Mine too, technically.
Right. Because I only did one episode of like my first one. It was called Teen Talk. It's still up and running on Spotify. Take a listen. Tell me if you like it or not. It was January of 2020 before the pandemic. I was bored. I had nothing else better to do, and I was graduating college or graduating high school. Whoa.
No, that's valid. I don't know when I did mine. It was
a while ago.
A while ago. But I took all the episodes off SoundCloud because I wanted to put them separately, like on their own thing. But I haven't done that yet.
Speaking of all of these places, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get our stuff up and running. Sorry, you guys. Speaking of, the podcast audio-wise will be put on Spotify, which I'm running, and it also will be on SoundCloud that Shy is running.
Because SoundCloud's better.
We'll have this argument in a second.
Okay, yeah, we can have this argument another time, but
right.
Just,
but for right now, this is just our intro. It's our pilot. We are going to read some Reddits. That's the whole point of this podcast, is just read Reddits and talk about life and just share other people's misery like ours.
Whoa. Wow.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but we are doing a video as well, so the video aspect will be posted on YouTube, which I'm also running. We're both kind of using it.
If you see anything animated on there, that's me.
So Shy does the animation, I just post the videos and all that jazz.
I edit them.
I also run the Instagram for it. That's where I'm going to be posting any updates on when the videos come out, what the videos are going to be about, anything like that. If you haven't followed it, it's going to be in the description below. Make sure you want to follow that because the trailer's up there as well. Did not listen to it yet. Anywho, is there anything that you would like to add to that portion of the conversation before we have a whole ass argument?
No, we're not gonna have an argument. We're just gonna read some stuff.
Right. Spotify's better.
Yeah, arguments will be later, I guess.
When we're not rolling.
No, what do you mean? We have arguments every time it's not rolling. We have arguments before this even started. But yeah, you run all the accounts. I just edit. I'm behind the scenes pretty much.
Yeah.
And just on it, I guess.
It's very weird because I'm very much like social. I hate social interacting in person. But social interacting online is completely different. I don't know what is going on.
I'm the opposite.
But I made the YouTube. I made the Instagram before we even had anything. Before I even had this mic, you guys. I had everything set up.
Bruh, I didn't even know any of it. She was like, I got the Instagram, the Spotify, the YouTube. I was like, what?
I had everything. Literally, I was like, we just gotta start recording. Like, we gotta start going.
Yeah,
we gotta start going.
I mean, okay, I'll pick up my mic then, I guess.
But yeah, we're gonna have I feel like we should have some themed nights where we're like, we're gonna talk about people in retail because that's my background.
And then people in fast food because that's mine. And
and then we'll tell our own personal stories of this person really pissed me off.
Oh, yeah.
God damn. But that will be at a later time. Today's just the pilot we're going to get into. We're going to read 3 different stories. So I'm going to read them first, and then let me kind of lay this out. I'm going to read the title. We're then going to go, we're going to judge it based off the title if they are an asshole, whatever the whole entire thing is, and kind of discuss that. And then I'm going to read the post, we're going to discuss it more, and then we're going to move on to the next one.
Yep.
But the goal is to do at least maybe 3.
At least 3?
At least 3, because it takes us, conversation-wise, it's going to be a lot. So, I'm going to start with relationship advice.
Alright.
From Reddit.
Relationship advice, okay.
My wife, 32 female, divorced me, 30 male because I cheated, but I never did. bruh,
I don't believe it.
if you're watching this or
I'm sorry.
listening to this on Spotify or SoundCloud, wherever you listen to this, I've been cheated on a lot.
Oh,
Okay?
this poor soul.
Without knowing about it.
Oh.
So it's the fact that it's like, if I were to confront somebody, hey, yo, you did this, and they're like, no, I didn't, it's like, fuck you anyway, you know?
Jeez.
It is what it is. But also, this is very censored, so this is not kid friendly.
Parents, sorry.
Right.
We're 22. I mean, get over
like,
it.
we're in our early 20s. Like, this is our own journey. Like, if I don't got kids, your kid should not be listening or watching it. So, I mean,
what kid is gonna sit down and listen to a podcast? Let's really think about this. What 5-year-olds are gonna be like, oh yeah, Shy and Lexi's Kate, or hello, Shy and Lexi's podcast is on. Let me turn it on real quick and sit down and be.
Ooh, the pretty lights, it's bright in here. Like, nah, kid, nah. No, but even on YouTube, it's gonna be like not for kids, because we are gonna be censoring a couple of words. Because there are words in our vocabulary as 22-year-olds that we should never say. And we say them anyways. We all know what they are.
I think cuss words are a valuable part of the language. You know,
The certain ones I'm talking about.
Oh, I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Right. But this is going to be like, you know, it's going to be us cursing and us saying things that, you know, are just not for kids.
We're just being ourselves, to be honest.
We
I
are.
don't like that. I don't know.
This is unfiltered, raw energy right now. We say what comes to mind. There's no parents if you're watching. Our parents if you're watching. We're not sorry.
Well, I love you, Mom.
Yeah, I love you too, parents. I love you too, Mom and
You
Dad.
already knew I cursed,
But,
so.
right. You also already know
You know,
about this.
you
I
knew.
live on my own.
I'm so sorry. I love you.
But-
I respect you. I love you.
But with this guy here, I don't know how I can help you in this sense with just the title.
I don't know.
Like, if you
No, he
didn't...
definitely cheated. He's saying.
No, he definitely cheated.
No, he's saying my wife divorced me because I cheated, but I didn't.
But I
no,
never
no,
did.
You did. You just try and justify it.
You're trying
Actually, let's read it.
See,
but
but male, masculine energy literally is like, I never did anything, but you did.
yeah.
So it's like,
it
you
didn't mean
can't
anything.
say that you didn't when you did.
Yeah, if anyone's run across that video of this guy who's literally blackout drunk on somebody else's porch, or maybe it's his wife's porch, I don't know, but then the lady's like, oh, are you okay? And he's like, no, you can't come home with me. I have a wife. Like,
Right.
so you can have that energy no matter where you are. It's
Sure.
just a matter of how devoted you are. So if you think it didn't mean anything,
So so you say that he did.
yeah, I'm thinking he's just.
I'm saying, you know, masculine energy, like, not really. I'm in the balance beam. I'm in the middle of it. Like, I'm like, I don't know if you did or if you actually didn't, but I'm like, you could have, but
No,
you might
yeah.
have not have.
I mean, obviously I don't know for sure, but I'm just gonna make a
Of
guess
course.
that.
Okay, so let me go ahead and get into this now that we've established what our title is. What?
I'm so sorry. Let me make another prediction. So he could have either cheated and tried to justify it, or the woman just wanted to give him, like, wanted to divorce him and was like,
I don't love you
cheated.
anymore, but this is the way that I can divorce you legally, saying that you cheated on me, adultery.
Yeah. It's like, this is my only way to get out of this without feeling like an asshole, just saying
Yeah.
you cheated.
For real. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this because it's very long.
Okay.
What the title said, I'll get into the reason why she thinks I cheated. So, at my work, I, 30 male, became acquaintances with this new girl I'll call Lily, 27 female. Who started working here about 4 months ago. This guy wrote 4 months ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Learn how to type, dog.
Yeah,
Learn how
you
to
definitely
type. It's
cheated.
like books that say the.
You're
It's
stupid
like,
and your
stop
wife
it.
didn't love you anymore.
You was so ago.
Oh, God. Okay, go ahead.
We are working together on a big project for our clients. We are in cybersecurity. That's in parentheses, you guys.
Okay.
And this requires me to talk to her. He said here, but she meant her. Talk to her for most of the day. I have never met her outside of work, and we have never flirted, made suggestive comments to each other, and never texted about anything else other than the project. I have no interest in sleeping with her because 1, I'm married, and 2, because I don't find her attractive. Okay, look.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
No, say your comment.
Did he say? Okay, I was about to say, I was like, if he had mentioned like that she was pretty, being like, double standard.
Yeah.
You said that she was pretty, but you don't find her attractive. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me go ahead and Okay, so this guy has no interest in sleeping with her. Okay. My wife, 32 female, sometimes visits my office to bring by food or whatnot, and sees this guy really does not know how to type, you guys. He really doesn't know how to type. I get your thumbs might be huge, but stop for a second and read.
Some people are dyslexic.
They are.
Leave us alone.
But I'm just gonna read it how it comes. I'll fix it with my own grammar in my mind.
Okay, cool.
And sees my talking to her. Somehow Lily has a friend who knows my wife. Lily apparently talked to her friend about me, that she likes me, and we become super close, which we didn't, in parentheses. So the friend of Lily told the wife, hey, BTW, this guy is getting super close with my friend and is like suggesting that the husband is cheating on her with Lily.
Okay.
Alright.
So some other dumb third
decided
to intervene for no reason.
Some other jackass decided to just barge into their life.
Okay.
And this was relayed back to my wife. This happened 2 months ago. My wife mentioned passively in a conversation that didn't accuse me of anything. Sorry. I decided not to ask Lily about it so I don't make things awkward at work. Good. You don't want to make things awkward with someone that you're working on a project with. That's just pure facts.
I would have. Hey, what the fuck's up with this?
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, hello?
I should reiterate that my wife has been divorced before because her ex-husband did cheat on her, which has led to trust issues in her following relationships. Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, completely.
Like, it's understandable.
I've never been cheated on, and I still have trust issues because, man.
Men are dumb. I'm engaged to one, and he's awesome, but he's sometimes a little special. We're gonna just call him special. He's in the next room, so if you guys see us looking out over there, he's over in that general area. Last month, she visited my office again and said this guy really does not know how to type.
Read it.
And say me and Lily laughing about a mess up I made on the project. Again, nothing outside of work-related things, in parentheses.
Okay.
When I got home, she blew up on me about infidelity and how I could do this to her. I was royally confused at this point. She didn't mention a name yet. I hadn't gone into any bars, women's homes, or anything like that without her in the past couple of years, so I was confused on what she was talking about. She then said something along the lines of, I knew I shouldn't have trusted Lily. She looks like a whore. And it made sense. To make a long story short, she divorced me. We don't have kids, the house is in my name, and we have a prenuptial agreement. So it wasn't difficult, except for the fact that my wife doesn't trust me enough to know I didn't cheat. By the way, I never have cheated in any relationship, and she knows that. So it's not like it's happened before. How do I make her believe that I never cheated? Okay.
Well, here's number one. Show her this video. Because we'll denounce this right now.
We're gonna go ahead and tell you right now, original poster. I don't see, I just see your name.
How long ago was this post made?
8 hours ago.
8 hours ago?
Hey buddy. Hey buddy.
Show the wife right now.
This is at...
Hey wife.
Yeah.
It wasn't him.
It was not him.
It wasn't him.
It was this other friend of Lily's trying to get under your skin.
Yeah.
And it obviously worked.
Yeah. And if she looks like the whore, why are you mad at your husband? Come on.
Right. Like, come on.
You shouldn't have trusted Lily, the whore, right? So then you should have been like, well, I don't know.
It's complicated because it's like he says that he never cheated, but however, like I said, men are men. They will say that they never did when they did.
Yeah, it's like, how can we trust you? You know?
How can we trust you? It's the same thing with a woman. I don't trust women either in a relationship. Period.
I just don't trust. Just trust no one.
Trust nobody.
Trust no one.
But even then, original poster. If you're watching this, if you're listening to it, whatever the case may be, I honestly, personally, have trust issues with relationships. So, given the fact that I'm in the same boat as your, I guess now ex-wife, okay, I get it. But at the same time, she can't just accuse you of something without having proof of you doing it.
Yeah. Plus,
like I had proof. All 3 times I had proof.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Good on you.
So it's like, I got proof. I said, you cheated on me. And they're like, no, I didn't. It's like, yes, you did. And I would show them whatever.
Yeah.
Because because the people that they cheated on me with were like friends or like an acquaintance, that they had my number. So even then, if they're like, hey, this person DM'd me, it's like, oh, okay, I wasn't too worried about it at first. And then it got to the point where it's like, hey, so my girlfriend is kind of bitchy. I want to be with you instead, kind of way.
Oh, wow.
And that's just, that's what it turns into, But, there's an edit. Hang on.
Oh, edit? Okay.
Hang on.
I was going to say,
Edit. Someone let me know if this ends up on TikTok because my nephew watches those videos.
Okay.
Look, dog.
I'll post a section of this to TikTok or something, I don't know. And just be like, hey, dude,
BTW.
Yeah, BTW. Go get your wife.
So, this is
okay.
so complicated to decide, like, I don't know what I can tell you, dude.
Therapist here. So,
right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Talk to the therapist while I get the comments right.
So the only thing that I can say is just to make sure you reach, I mean, I don't know, like, if you guys have actually signed the papers for the divorce yet.
Right.
Because if you're in the midst of this and this just happened and then 8 hours later you post something about it, I mean, I don't know. But if she's already divorced you, she's gone, you gotta let go.
You gotta let go. Like, I get the name, like, the house is in your name, you have no kids, you have nothing tying you to your ex-wife now, but if she wants to be free, then just, maybe there's something on her end.
No, she has trust issues. That's the thing. But
right.
I was gonna say...
But that's a flaw. If you have trust issues and if you don't trust your husband of all people, you shouldn't be married at all. You should work on yourself.
Build up your trust more.
Yeah, build up your trust on your own before you... Because if you can't even trust your own husband...
Yeah.
Like I said, I have trust issues, but I trust my fiancé with my life. I trust him with my life.
That's good.
But that's because I took time to realize, you know what, I need to just be alone for a minute to realize what I have and work on myself. Maybe your ex-wife, I should say, should just work on herself for right now. And then she shouldn't have divorced you. She should have said, you know what, I just need time to figure things out. All you gotta do is go, okay. Because if you know she has trust issues, you gotta let her go and do her own thing and let her come back and be a better person. Be a bigger, better person.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, if you're not done divorcing, then let her be on her own for a little bit. Let her discover.
Let her come back to you.
Then it's over. But if she hasn't, then the best thing you can do is try to get her in a calm state, be like, hey, I know you probably don't want to talk about this because you just think I cheated, but let me try to explain to you what happened.
Right.
This is what happened. Take that how you will. If you still think that I cheated, then that lets me know that you're just not ready to be with me because I would never do that to you. Like literally reassure her, I'm by your side. I would never do anything like that to you. I love you.
Right.
And I know this might be like, oh, you're just pleading. No. I mean, like...
You're telling her that you are there when she's ready to come to you.
But it's not like you're desperate because you're saying, hey, if you still want to step back, then I'm going to let you go.
I'm going to let you go.
Yeah, but just realize I never had the intention to hurt you like that. It was just a misunderstanding. Like, I love you. But, I'm going to let you go.
Well, even then, it's like, did you check your husband's phone? Did you check your husband's email? Did you check anything that was work-related? Yeah. And see, oh, it's just work-related stuff. That's what I mean. If you have that much trust issues, I would have been in his phone just, who the fuck is this? Who are you texting? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'd be checking literally every single thing, especially if I thought it was sketchy. So it's like, because then I would go to him and be like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. If you got trust issues, your wife had something else going on in her mind that is trust issues and something else, whether she was unhappy or whatever, and just wanted out of the marriage.
I was going to say, because it was too quick for her to just not have
a
conversation.
That was too quick. If if he had said, oh, she checked my phone and didn't find anything, then why did you divorce him? Yeah. Why did you guys get divorced in the first place? If you found nothing, why trust your husband? Do you know what I mean? You married him for a reason, I think.
Yeah, obviously.
I
would hope so. Unless it was just for money, and in that case, sir, you need to let her go.
You need to let her go.
She ain't the one.
So I'm gonna read some comments here.
Okay.
Dude, where do you live that you can get a divorce in under a month? And that includes Christmas, so maybe 3 weeks total. If you have a house and assets, I want to move to that country where bureaucracy is so easy.
He's not trying to help at all.
This guy's not helping at all. He's like, good, keep the house, keep your money, all that shit.
Can I live with you?
These guys are just literally talking about divorce. This next one says, a very wealthy friend with a prenup was able to get her divorce in like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month. So was willing to pay him off on top of a pretty fair prenup. She was just done and could afford it. this was in the States, but this is probably the only way something like this happens. Okay, the comments are not giving this guy advice.
Try to skim through and actually find one that...
You go ahead and continue your therapy session. I'm going to try and find something along the lines of this.
No, I'm just kidding. So, the whole thing about me being a therapist is like, I kind of am the therapist friend. Like, I not even just friends, like, with them, but, like, literally everybody. Like, coworkers and like, people will be like, oh, I have this trouble. They'll start talking to me about their life. And then I'll just be like, okay, well, here's what you can do. Here's these options, da-da-da-da. And I know professional therapists out there, if someone is out there that's a professional therapist, finds this video and hears me say that, I understand that I'm not supposed to give suggestions. I'm supposed to let them figure it out. Most of the time they do. But, you know, I just like to give suggestions because I'm just going to cut down the options. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, murder him, you know? Like, I just... Here's what you
What did I miss for the last 2 seconds? Speaking of...
did you find one?
Literally just scrolling through. It's just people just... Where can I get a divorce fast?
Oh my god.
What was my divorce like? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna move on. I'm moving on. Like,
we're moving on? Okay.
We're moving on.
So, dude, if you're divorced already, sorry, let it go, or wait for her, like, to be like, oh, hey.
Well, and even one person was like, look, you can divorce her, but then let her work on herself. When she's ready, you can date again. I just, like, movies, there are a lot of people in movies that divorce and then they get remarried. Do you know what I mean?
Nope.
So
sorry, I don't know what you mean. I've never heard. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I don't watch TV.
So, with that said, I am hoping that you'll find solidarity.
Yes.
And the peace and the comfort of family members and other friends around you to kind of get through the divorce. I'm really sorry that it didn't work out, but at the same time, if it were me, I'd be checking your phone, your email, all that shit. The fact that it doesn't sound like she did any of that and just went, you're cheating on me, I want a divorce. It went from 0 to 100 really quick.
Yeah, over a misunderstanding, I think.
Yeah, it was literally just a misunderstanding, which is why I'm like, you need to go work on yourself and then come back when you're ready, because obviously you're not ready yet.
Yeah, because like, obviously we're outside looking in and we can see that, like, oh, you're explaining to us that it was a misunderstanding, so of course we believe you, we're on your side, we're saying this. In the situation, of course we all react differently. But even then, I'd still be like, what happened? Like, why'd you do this?
Why'd you do this?
And then I'll give you a chance to explain if I'm like, okay. And if I decide to believe you.
Right.
Because, I mean, she could have heard that and still just been like, no, I don't believe you. Just because of her trust issues are that heavy.
It could be.
But, I mean.
But you were married before and your ex-husband cheated on you.
Yeah.
Which caused you to have trust issues. I get it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, even with just family alone, have trust issues. Like, I know people that aren't even in a relationship right now and have never really been in a relationship who live with their parents, and they're like, I can't trust I can't trust people. I have trust issues against my parents because they, you know, manipulate or, you know, they just treat you like absolute shit. And I'm sorry for all those people because we come from interesting households. We come from very interesting families. And are we gonna talk about that? Maybe. Maybe. It just depends.
Maybe. Maybe snippets, not like.
No, not. We're not gonna rant.
Oh, I mean,
about people.
I don't know about you specifically, but I love my mother. I love you, mommy. I love you, mommy. Thank you for the groceries.
I love their mommy too. I love you.
Yeah, you're interesting. I love you. I mean it.
We love you as a parent. Like, I love my parents. I really do. But there's, like, the tiniest little thing that can just... Oh, it sends me through the roof.
Of course we're going to get irritated.
Of course. You'll get...
It's like, come on.
We're like I keep saying, we're in our early 20s. Obviously, we don't like to be told to do things. We don't like to be told no. We don't like, you know, because we're learning. It's one of those things where I'm like... It's
an experience, pretty much.
Okay, but then there's some days where I'm like, oh my god, I'm bipolar as fuck when it comes to my family.
I think I actually have bipolar disorder.
I was like, oh my god, I love my family, I love my family. It's like, the next minute it's like, no, fuck you. It's like, you're a piece of shit. Like, stupid bitch. Like, that's what it is.
Whoa. What happened? What scene did you just relive? Okay. Alright.
I got stuck up in here. We should move on to the next thing.
Yeah, let's move on before you break my my computer. Jesus Christ.
Right, my God. So we're gonna read from Confessions next.
Ooh, confessions.
I like
these. I like these because they can get interesting.
This one is called. I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna say anything after. I want you to think what you want to say.
Okay.
I forgot about my 1-month-old sister, and I left her in a supermarket.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did you say 1 month? First of all,
like freshly.
Wait. You said niece?
Sister.
Sister? So.
How old are? How old are you?
Yeah. Wait. How old are you? Cause.
I think it's in here.
Okay.
Because I kind of read a little bit ahead.
Oh, did you?
In that first sentence.
Is it?
It says how old this person.
Okay.
is.
How old are they? Don't. How old are they? I need to know. I need to know that.
You want to read the whole post?
No. Just how old are they?
15-year age gap.
What does that mean? Oh,
15.
okay, so 15, okay.
This person is like 15 and a half, almost 16 type way, because this baby is a month old.
Right. Okay, so you're 15. Okay, so
Shit.
the only thing I have to say is, like, were they fed before you took them to the supermarket? Because 1-month-year-olds cry, like, all the time. Literally all the time. Sleepy, cry. Hungry, cry. Uncomfortable, cry. My diaper is in my crack, cry. Somebody help me.
Can I also add that this was 8 hours ago?
Also 8 hours ago?
This was
I'm
also
glad
8
it's so
hours
recent.
ago. No, if it was like 2 seconds ago, shit.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go ahead and read this person.
15?
So, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. It's a small little paragraph.
Read the whole thing.
I'm gonna get into this, okay?
I need more information.
So, I have a younger sister. There is a 15-year age gap between us. I have to confess that when she was 1 month old, I was babysitting her, and I took her to the shops in her pram? P-R-A-M. Pram. I was getting my shopping, and I completely forgot my sister existed, and somehow went home without her. Bear in mind, I live about 20 minutes away, and I was home for about 15 minutes before I seen one of her baby grows. What the fuck does that mean? And remember that I had left her. I rang the store and told them it turned out that she was still left in the bread aisle. No one else had noticed she was left alone. 2 crying emojis, might I add. Then I had to run the 20 minutes back to the shop. So she was basically left all alone for an hour. It's something I always think about, and I feel awful. Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Anything.
Literally
I want to say this person is in England, because no one says shop. Everyone says store. Here in the States, we live in the States, might I add. So.
Do I look like I'm from anywhere else except America? Like, hello?
I mean, I could be Australian. You want me to be Australian?
Alright, mate.
But just sounding how this person is talking, like I took him to the shops,
yeah,
and everything like that. It sounds like, because supermarket. Not a lot of people here in the States say supermarket either, unless they're like in their 50s. Because my grandmother would say, "Let's go to the supermarket." It's like,
if you're quirky, because some
you
people
would say supermarket.
I'd say supermarket.
So
I don't, but I would.
Let me. Okay.
Okay. So
you go.
Okay. Just.
What the fuck?
How? Because you're saying she was
in
left
the
in
bread
the
aisle.
Yeah.
It was very specific that it was the bread aisle.
So did you sit her in the bread and then forget she was there?
In the bread.
Or were you carrying a basket? Like, how did you forget her? That's my question is, because
was she in the cart and you left the cart there, realizing, oh,
yeah, but how did you check out and then go home?
Maybe she just didn't need the cart anymore because she realized, oh, I didn't need a lot of stuff, and just left the baby.
So you walked away.
Right, you just walked, not realizing that the baby carrier isn't in your arms. Like, how could you forget this?
I legitimately just don't understand.
I don't know.
Because, okay, at the age of 15, yeah, your brain's kind of all over the place, and you're going to the supermarket by yourself. That's actually that's pretty cool. Never in my life have I been to a supermarket.
But
when
the
I
thing
was
is,
younger,
it's like
by myself.
This person, if there's a 15-year age gap and the baby, I'm going to imagine, because it was basically talking about it was years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know how old the sister is now, but if the sister was 1 month and the person who's posting it is 15. I don't even know how old they can be to get their license in the UK.
I don't know either.
Like,
but...
I could look it up, but I don't even have, my phone is
yeah.
recording.
Right there.
Right there.
No, but...
Let me actually, I need to look this up. You go ahead and go on your tangent. I gotta look this up.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a tangent, because I don't, like, okay. Me personally, my friend's texting me. Me personally, I know what I go to the store for. I know what I went to the store with, and I know what I need to leave with, right? Which is what I came with, and then what I went in there for, right? If I went to the store with a baby, no matter how old I was, I'm pretty sure I would be hyper aware that this other person is with me. And I don't know if that just comes from, like, my nature of needing to know that everyone's okay. Because, like, when I go out with friends and stuff, if we're out drinking, whatever, I will drink the least, whether it's intentional or not. Because I want to make, or even if I am in, like, tipsy state, I calm myself down and, like, hey, are you good? Do you need to go somewhere?
Right.
Do you need to hold on to me? Do we need to go home?
Do you feel safe?
Yeah, do you feel okay?
Yeah.
I do that no matter what. So for me to have a baby on me who's literally defenseless and can't even talk to me, they're gonna be strapped to my body. So that's why I'm like, how did you forget? I mean, obviously you said you feel bad. Obviously you didn't do it on purpose. I'm not like blaming you or anything. I'm just saying, how did you forget?
Just how did you manage to go 20 minutes? I want to say, because I don't think this person said that they were driving. So,
but like, what were you carrying them in to forget them? Like, I don't.
Age in the UK to drive is 17 with a license. But you can apply for a driver's license when you're 15 years and 9 months old. So I want to assume that this person had like what they call a permit out there.
They could have.
And for some reason, whether they didn't mention like a friend or a family member, but you can start driving a car when you're 17 in the UK. Wow. So I want to assume maybe this poster had their permit in a sense.
But the bread aisle.
But the bread.
How does that?
The car.
It's because you saying the bread aisle is just so midway into your shopping trip. That's like, I mean, I guess that's.
Well, I mean, shopping centers in the UK are completely different layouts than what we have.
I mean, I guess.
You walk in, it's all frozen and fish and bakery and shit. With them, it's probably like right there when you walk in.
Every supermarket difference. Plus, it depends on what you were trying to get that day. Like, if you didn't need anything in the entire store, if you just needed bread, how did you leave? I don't
even think she mentioned in here like what she was getting. Literally all it says store related is the bread aisle. That's it.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
That is. I mean, I'm really glad that your sister is okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got her and that nothing happened.
Right.
And if you are in the UK, probably nothing happened because someone was like, "Oh, baby," and then just walked away.
Right. I imagine if someone had found your sister, it would have been, hey, someone left this child in the bread aisle. Yeah. The fact that she phoned the store and they're like, oh yeah, she's still in the bread aisle, untouched, unharmed, she's perfectly fine.
First of all, wait a minute. I missed that completely. She phoned the store and the store was like, yeah, she's in the bread aisle.
Yeah.
Hello?
It literally says, I rang the store and told them it turned out that she was still left in the bread aisle and no one had noticed she was left all alone. Look.
Wait,
it's a 1 month old
baby. No. That doesn't mean that they knew. That means they were like, you have a baby in the store? And they looked around and then found a baby in the bread aisle. Oh, I would love to be that worker who got a call. It's like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah, you okay? He's like, yeah, I have a child there. What?
Where are you?
He's like, what? He's like, it's a 1 month old baby. I'm like, okay. And I just start walking around like, on the intercom, hey, code 94, does anybody see a baby somewhere?
The person on the phone says she's in the bread aisle.
Bread aisle! Okay, we got your baby in the bread aisle.
Aisle 7!
I'm sorry, this isn't hilarious, because I know that's scary, but like...
Oh my god, though.
You can laugh about it now.
It's making all those jokes about being in a supermarket, like, spilling out or whatever. It's like, there's a baby in the bread aisle, you guys. Yeah, someone grab it.
Oh my god.
You know, but I am actually really happy that the baby is unharmed. Yeah. She's perfectly fine. Yeah. Like, she got home safe, but still, 20 minutes there. 15 minutes at home. Was there for an hour alone. I was like, was this baby asleep?
It had to. That's what I'm saying. Like,
your sister had to have been asleep.
The
bro.
only reason you would be able to leave someone is if they were just so dead quiet that you literally. And I completely understand what you mean by you forgot that they existed, because I forget that my friends exist all the time. And I'm sorry. I know. I'm so sorry.
Literally I live down the hall.
Okay, literally, where were we at? Party, your mom's house, somewhere, and her husband was there, and I forgot he was there. He walked in. I was like, oh, I forgot you were here, and he was like, what do you mean?
Forgot my uncle's name and everything, and I was like, this is his name.
Yeah.
This is his name. This is his, and you're like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, I just have a terrible brain. But
I'm gonna read.
Oh yeah, let's read some
of these comments
to see if we can get some insight, because that's if anyone else feels the same.
This first person says the Prime Minister of the UK once famously left his daughter in a pub. That would be bitchin'. To be stuck in a pub.
A pub?
It's beer. It's a
well,
bar.
I know what a pub is, but
it's cool. She wasn't even a newborn. So hardly a new feature in his life. Plus, they have had several security guards with him who also forgot her. So don't feel too bad. It happens. I agree. Shit happens.
I just got completely concerned.
But okay. You're gonna leave your kids in a bar one day. I can feel it.
Excuse me.
No, me.
Oh yeah. Me. Definitely. You're like, oh god.
But the fact that this, oh my god, not even the bodyguards. That's the thing that gets me too. The security guards who were covering him also forgot the baby was there.
I mean, oh my goodness. Wait. Okay. So everyone. Okay. Yeah. I mean, don't feel bad, because stuff happens.
Not all these people like talking shit about like the different like.
What? What did they say? Read one.
Like higher powers. This one says
higher powers. No, never mind.
This one. That's because the last one was the UK Prime Minister, right?
Mm-hmm.
This person said that's why in America the people guarding the president is different than people that guards his family. When they're together, some guards both, and anyone in a circle, but you can't get assigned to different people every day. In America, the protected kid would have the same guards they had always had. You'll see in interviews, they'll say, I was Shanae Obama's Secret Service agent. That's because they were assigned to her and no one else. So the Secret Service, so when a president retires in a sense, where they can't run for another term, right? So like Obama, for a really good example, has already done his 2 terms, right? So he's done 8 years. He can't do any more after that. Right. You know what I mean? It's just in the Constitution, which I think is bullshit. But
I mean, the entire government is bullshit. We don't want
the entire government is bullshit.
Fuck society. Okay, go ahead.
Fuck the government. Alright? Fuck any government right now.
Literally, all the governments.
But even after they're, in a sense, retired, right? They've done their terms, they're retired, they're done. The Secret Service is still connected to the past presidents that are still alive. Okay. If that makes any sense. So, like, President Carter, who was our president, like, back in the 80s, I want to say. I'm the history buff. I know this.
I failed history, yeah.
but just to give context, President Carter is like almost 100 at this point. Okay. He still has Secret Service on himself, on his wife, and on any of his kids or grandkids. Right. Literally. So when he passes away, unfortunately, that Secret Service can either retire because they've been working since the 80s, or they can go, you know what,
That's insane.
I'm gonna protect this other person. Secret Service, literally, you go until like the president dies at that point. That's
insane.
Because I don't even know what happens if a Secret Service like dies. Like when someone's president, the Secret Service is like, gets shot at or whatever. Like, do they get replaced? Do they get a proper funeral like everyone else does, or not?
I would hope so. If they don't, first of all, fuck government.
Yeah, you need to have. If that's not how this works, like no.
Yeah. You better have their gravestone better be dripped in gold, or just however they want.
Okay, this one is actually kind of funny.
Okay, well.
How did a 1-month-old baby go unnoticed in a market? Unless that was the magical hour they were sleeping, how on earth did they not make any fuss to get noticed? That is my question. That's what
my question was in the beginning until you said that they were asleep, because I was like, no way.
This baby has to be asleep.
There's no way I or anybody else would have like just not noticed a 1-month-old wailing because if they're hungry. Like, this was like, they cry all the time unless they're asleep. Like,
I see what happened. So the original poster posted this.
Oh.
She was sleeping when I forgot about her. So she was asleep.
Okay.
When she left
Makes
her.
sense.
I think that's why I did forget about her, because she was being so quiet with another crying emoji. She has acid reflux as a baby. And she had acid reflux as a baby and literally never stopped crying. So I think her being silent for once made me forget she was there. Not that it's any excuse for leaving her. No.
No, I mean,
no.
It's not. You're not making excuses though. Like
you're literally like if she has something going on with her body and she's just crying nonstop, like colic, babies will cry and cry and cry for no fucking reason. They're not hungry. They're just tired. You know what I mean? Even when you hold them, they just cry and they cry. That's just what it is with newborns. Yeah. Every newborn does that. I imagine I did it. I know my sister did it. I know my brother did it.
Whips out phone. Reason number 1087.
Not have kids.
I have a list, okay? You.
Shy over here got a list.
Yeah, I'm not. Sorry.
But no, it's one of those things where I'm like,
yeah.
It's not an excuse. It's just one of those things where it's like,
not
if she was asleep, but she was crying nonstop and she was just silent and you forgot about her, that's different.
I mean, like we said, things happen.
It's different.
It's... At least we know. At least
we know.
Yeah, it's just, she was asleep, you forgot about her, she got left in the bread aisle, which is the softest aisle. I'm glad she got left in that aisle, because if something fell on her,
it's not like cans or or glass or
Ooh,
something.
yeah.
Like, oh god.
Yeah, it was the bread aisle.
See, now if glass had landed next to her and it would have woken her up and then she would have been noticed.
Yep.
So
maybe we put her in the can aisle.
So we've got to the last post.
Okay.
Which is, Am I the Asshole?
Ooh.
I really wanted to save this one for last because I read the title obviously beforehand when we were setting up.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to save this one. I'm going to read it and then we're going to discuss that. Because that one's going to be like the longest discussion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So here's what this one says. It's long too, so it's long. Am I the asshole for kicking my daughter out of my house for being pregnant? Look.
Ooh, this one is circumstantial.
Depending on how old your daughter is.
Yeah. But no.
The only thing.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes and no.
Whoa. I would like for you to elaborate both, please.
Okay, so yes, because depending on how old they are, if they're younger, I feel like you should have kept her because she needs more help. If they're older,
no, fuck you. Yeah. If you're older,
it's like, okay, you made that decision. Yeah. Like, you're living in my household. I now have to deal. Now that might sound horrible. Obviously, like any, let me not say great parent, but just fucking like extraordinary parent. Let me put it that way. Like above and beyond kind of parent. They would take their child no matter what. They'd be like, "Oh shit, you've had a baby. Let me help you." Right? No matter what. But if you're the type to be like,
if it was your mom,
I don't know. I have no idea, mother. If I was living with you right now,
parents, if you're watching, can you give some insight on like if I'm pregnant, like right now, living under your roof? Let me clarify. We don't live under our parents' roofs. We live independently on our own.
Yeah.
So it's like parents, our parents, I should say. If we were still living under your roof right now as 22-year-olds, and we got pregnant, would you have kept us in your house living there, or would you have said, get out?
I don't even know.
I don't even.
It truly does depend on the parent, the situation, and everything else.
It also depends on how old you are, because if your parents think that you're unfit to live on your own with a baby, that's different.
That's why I was like...
Which is like, if you're 15, 16, 17 having a baby, you better be living with your damn parents.
Yeah. And like, they can scold you because you're young as fuck. You should not be having a baby that young.
No.
No, what I was saying, like, it just depends on a lot of factors, depending on am I the asshole. Now, once we get some more information, we'll say, as of right now, I can't say anything.
I can't even rate this.
Like, I can't rate it. I can't rate it. I can't say
I gotta read it before I can say anything. Alright, I'm gonna get into this. I, 45 female, have a 27-year-old daughter. Okay, look.
Okay.
That means...
You had them when you were 20-something. Yep.
No.
What do you mean? 45?
45.
27?
Subtract 45 from 27 right now.
Oh, I was gonna yell at him to do it.
Let me see if I can.
Okay, hold on. 27.
Yes.
Okay, we both suck at math.
We really do.
Yeah, I'm excellent in like English, arts, and all that stuff. You're good in like history and all that. Math just sucks universally.
What was it? 45?
45 minus 27. Yeah.
This person was 18.
Oh, shit.
So she was an adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adult. So that's not bad.
So the
plus depending on like like back then, everyone was having kids around that age.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit. Okay, let me continue this because I just read a little bit ahead.
Oh, stop.
She has 6 kids.
Oh.
Between the ages of 10 to 11 months. 6.
Huh?
6
Wait.
kids between ages 10. Oh, ages 10 to 11 months.
Yeah.
So almost a year old.
Okay.
There are 3 different fathers. She receives child support from 2 of them, and she is still with the 3rd one and have been for 5 years. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Now I'm confused. Oh, a lot just happened. Hold on.
Yes.
So the big mother, the grandma now at this
the
point,
grandma
has
who
a
has
child of who's 27.
has 6 kids.
The 27-year-old has 6 kids?
27-year-old has 6 kids.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. From 10
From 10
to almost year old.
Wait, so then that means she had a baby when she was 17, yeah?
Yeah.
Which isn't unnormal, because I'm one of them.
Right.
Not having a kid. I'm the one who was born when my... Anyway, shut up. So, I don't have to explain anything to you. So the 27-year-old has a kid at 17 and then keeps having them from 3 different fathers. She's getting child support from 2 of them.
And
then
she's still with one of them for 5 years now.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that we're situated.
My daughter works part-time and her fiance, so they're engaged, is a chef full-time. Good.
Okay.
So you
man
guys are
can cook.
established.
Good.
You're established. They have lived with us for the past year and a half due to getting evicted from their last home. Okay.
Okay.
The kids and them are
5
upstairs.
months? Hold on, sorry. 5 months? They've been living there 5 months?
Past year and a half.
A year and a half. Okay.
Yes. When
Because
they were evicted from their last place, yeah. The kids and them have our upstairs bedrooms. There's 2. That's in parentheses. And that's still crowded for 6 children.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. They're constantly asking me to help with phone bills. My husband and I have asked no rent so they'd be able to save money to get a home, which I do not believe they are doing. See, now that's different.
That's what I was about to ask.
Family, if I was living with my parents and this woman in this 27-year-old system right here, still living with my parents and 6 kids, and I'm engaged.
That's a lot.
And having another
kicked
one.
around. I'm sorry, that's too many kids.
That's too many kids. But the thing is, like, if it was my kids, let me put it in hypothetical terms with my future.
Oh yeah, true.
If it's my kids, I'll be like, hey, I'm not gonna charge you rent. However, you're gonna have a job. You're gonna save up, go get your own place. Like, I give them a timeline. This poster needs to give their daughter a timeline of like, hey,
Yeah.
like, I give you guys until next summer to have your own place.
Have a reasonable timeline though, please. Because some people,
if someone
they
says,
think,
I give you 60 days to get an apartment, no. It's like, if you have to look at this. This daughter is 27, has 6 kids, engaged, and only works a part-time job, while her fiance works a full-time job as a chef, right? So I'm thinking, okay, look, like, it's one of those things where I'm going to say, you know what? It is now, let's say it's around this time. It is just after Christmas. It's 2 days after Christmas. I'm not going to give you 60 days for shit. I'm going to give you until next Christmas, a year from now, to get your things together and have your own place and move out. I
think a year is
reasonable. A year is, if I give you 30 days, 90 days, that's too little time.
That's too short.
Because 30 is a month, 60 is 2, 90 is 3. It's like, I don't think I could get in place in 3 months with, if you're not paying rent, what the fuck are you doing with all your money?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I get you have 6 kids.
Yeah. That's what it's going toward, probably.
But
kids
at the
are
same time,
expensive.
it's like, what about the fiance? Is he not putting any money? You have a full-time job. How come you guys aren't putting it in a collective savings account? Yes, take care of your kids. Yeah. But when you're done taking care of your kids, food, clothes, whatever, money needs to go into a savings account. So you guys can use that to buy a house or get an apartment, whatever you need to do.
No, literally. I saved
I'm being the reasonable person.
I was going to say, work extra hard if you're part-time. Like, I don't know what they're part-time
Get
job
extra hours. Stay late.
Extra hours,
early,
tips. Like, try to get tips and stuff. If you
depending on where they work. I don't know if she
that's what I'm saying.
Retail
Yeah, I don't know either. But
regardless.
Yeah.
Get extra hours. Do whatever you gotta do.
Literally $1 a day is still $365 at the end of the year. Like, I know that's not a lot, but I'm just saying that's that perspective, right? So now put $20 in a day. Put fucking
even put like $15 an hour in like in a day.
Yeah, just like
That's
whatever from your check. Just say, okay, today's like, just think like, okay, I'm working whatever today. I get this many hours.
Right.
20 out of that, and then buy your check, because I don't know if you get paid bi-weekly or whatever, but that's
right,
like normal. Then put that much in your savings, and then just keep doing that every paycheck. You're gonna have a lot of fucking money by the end of it.
That is true.
So,
and if you get paid, like even if you do get paid bi-weekly or weekly, that's a shit ton of money.
Yeah, just
use every paycheck that you get.
I mean, like, obviously we haven't had 6 kids, so I don't know how much that costs. But still, full-time job as a chef, hopefully the highest paying chef, and then you doing part-time, both taking care of your kids. Obviously,
you both gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you just gotta put some.
And it's just one of those things. I'm gonna go ahead and carry on.
Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, Jesus.
No, I have more. I've put up with loud voices throughout all hours and waking up at different hours to cater to children because I love my grandchildren. That's good. I never complain to my daughter because I believe family is very important. It's just that my children are all grown up. My youngest moved out 4 years ago, and my husband and I had hopes to remodel. We didn't expect them to be living here this long. Okay. So the mom is basically like, I need you to, like, it's time, like, obviously this mom is 45.
Yeah, it's time for you to leave the house.
It's time for you to go. Like, you have a family, go and blossom somewhere else. Yeah. But you can come and visit and come and see us.
I think that's how
my mom living here is different.
Definitely.
Living with your parents and visiting your parents are 2 separate things.
Yeah. If I was, like, okay, obviously right now I have no husband, no kids, no nothing. I could go to school, da-da-da. Right. She wants me to live with her. But if I had 6 kids with like 3 baby daddies,
your mom would say no.
You're like, you better go figure it out.
You need to go figure something else out because it's not gonna be here.
Yeah, nah, you have a whole life. Just go like
exactly.
You know. So the fact that this woman has 6 kids is like, I mean, obviously she got evicted, so of course run to your mom for help. But then it's up on you to like figure stuff out and get
to change that.
Yeah,
because you can't live with your parents forever.
Because okay, let's say your mom wasn't available. God forbid, of course, a healthfully long-lived life.
What would you have done?
What would you have done?
Lived in your car, lived on the street. You have 6 kids living on the street.
Yeah, so like, you have to figure that out. Like you have to be prepared for that. So I mean, that's just life. Like I'm not trying to be mean or anything. That's just life. Like so.
It's the fact that I'm thinking about it. It's like we're 22. This daughter of hers is 27. How do we have our lives together without any kids? I mean, it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm ready to have kids.
Yeah, you want kids. This crazy and lunatic. And then wants me to help. Oh Jesus! No,
what? Nah.
What you mean nah? Literally the other day you were like, oh hey, if I have a kid right now, how would you feel if I just left him in the hospital and be like,
no? I was saying, how would you feel about me having a baby right now? Not, oh, by the way, when I'm at work working my full-time job, will you take care of it for me? Like, no.
Are you gonna still be working when you have a kid?
After my maternity leave, I'll have to figure it out. But I have a sister that I could pick. She's staying here for college.
Where? Oh, in the state. Okay.
She's staying here in the state.
Okay, I thought you meant here in our apartment. I was like,
But even then, it's like, hey, if you're doing online school, can you come babysit for me while I'm at work for a couple of hours? Even then, like, I can change my availability. Like, look, I just got back from maternity leave. I can only work like 5 hours today. Because I gotta go. Yeah. My baby's on the schedule.
Yeah. I mean, you'll have that figured out by then.
Oh yeah,
be smart.
Let's see. On Christmas Eve, my daughter gathered all of us around and announced that they were pregnant with baby number 7.
Oh. Okay. So this is where
shit went down. Yeah. This was 3 hours ago, by the way.
3 hours?
It is 8:18. This was posted
PM in America, PST time.
Yes.
Well, no. What? Pacific time.
Pacific time.
Wow.
Shit. Well,
okay.
Everyone was all excited, but I felt dread. I don't blame you.
I don't blame you at all. First of all, okay, let's just put this in perspective. My kid has 6 kids.
You're obviously not doing anything.
Yeah.
That you're that bored that you're making a 7th kid.
Yeah, okay.
You obviously have nothing else going on in your life. You need to get a to-do list.
I completely understand the mother's concern because let's think about this. 3 baby daddies. 2 of them paying child support, so they're good enough.
What are you doing with the child support money?
Oh yeah, that too. I
What are
didn't
you
think about
doing
that.
with? You're
Okay,
getting
wait.
all this money.
Not even that. I didn't even think about that. Pause.
This 27-year-old mom
It's-
needs to get her
yeah.
shit figured
It's
out now.
It's a real concern because if you're struggling and just got evicted, first of all, how'd you get evicted?
Right.
So you're just messing up in life.
You're
I
just
think
fucking up
that's what this
everything.
mom is thinking. Like, you're messing up in life and now you're having another child to mess up with? Like,
It's time.
eee.
This childbirth, you are
Eee.
getting your tubes tied today.
Oh yeah, I
Today.
would have tied them myself. Like, get on the table.
Oh no.
No, I
That would mean another child in our house with not much room.
Mhm.
I looked over at my husband and I could tell he felt the same. We
Mm.
discussed later and decided that we were going to ask them to move out. Okay. At least it was in a polite way, like, hey,
Yeah, well, we don't have any
things
room here.
are
Like,
getting kind of tight.
yeah,
You need to go and venture on your own. Like, on your own.
I wouldn't even feel bad. I
I'm
mean,
like,
like, I
you
would feel
gotta
bad
go.
because you're struggling.
I'm
but
gonna
I'd be
give
like,
you
look,
until literally next Christmas
Yeah.
to move.
I'm gonna try to help you. If you need me to sign you up for some kind of mental
Right.
like therapy, then I'll get you that. But you can't live here and do all this. Like,
Yeah.
I have my life. You're living your own. You were living your own. The only reason you're over here is because you got evicted.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna go ahead and finish this with one more paragraph,
Okay.
and then we can finish
okay.
the rant.
I know it's
This
just there's so
27
much.
It's the 27-year-old that's pissing me off more than the actual 45-year-old
Come on, guys.
grandmother. Like,
Yeah.
God Jesus.
Okay, no, I'm with the grandma right now.
I'm with the grandma too. Last night at dinner, I brought it up to my daughter and her boyfriend. I thought it was fiance, but whatever. And we told them they have 2 months to find a place because we cannot have another child here. My
Yeah.
daughter started crying,
Yeah.
saying that she couldn't believe I'd throw her out onto the street for having a baby. This was completely unfair and not enough time. I told her I was sorry. It was painful for me as well, but these living conditions
She means that.
are impossible.
The mother means that. She does love her child greatly and she would want everything in the best
But
for her.
you have to
but-
be your own adult.
Yeah.
You could go.
You're messing
you
up.
go.
Yeah.
She demanded I give her more time or she'll go to the courts. And I told her, newsflash, the courts only gives you 30 days. That is true.
Ooh.
If you
Yeah.
go to the court and say, I want to sue my mom for only giving me 30 days, they'll be like, okay, suck it up, baby.
Yeah, it's like they actually give you extra time.
Go cry me a river.
Yeah.
Like, this mom gave her 60 days.
60, which is still, I feel like isn't enough time.
She then said my grandchildren were going to be homeless because I was selfish. She made a Facebook post asking for rooms to rent because she's pregnant and has nowhere to go, and her family don't give a shit about her. Am I the asshole?
No,
No,
not at all.
no, you are not. Oh,
I mean, okay, wait.
I want this 27-year-old mom's
Whoa.
information
Whoa.
right now.
Whoa.
I'm bipolar.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, so to answer the mother who posted,
No, you're
you're not an asshole, but
You're not.
a little bit, just a little bit. And the only reason
The-
I'm saying a little bit is because 2 months.
2
is
months.
A little,
2 months is a little too much. Like, it's not enough time.
Personally, because I just feel like the world
Right.
is just so fucked right now that there's no way to do that. Like, the housing market is messed up, inflation is
Depending
Up the
on where
roof.
they live. If they
Oh.
live somewhere where housing is not like that expensive, like to buy a house. Like
Whoa.
here where we live,
oh.
expensive. Houses are like in the 400,000 range. Like it's
400,000?
400,000.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
That must be some.
I'm gonna show you realtor right the fuck now.
Okay, now, Bob, but like, if you're showing me a nice house, then yeah.
No,
but,
even if it's like a
four.
even if it is a nice house with like 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, it's still like roughly about 300,000.
100 or 30?
300,000.
Okay, hold on.
300, comma 000.
300.
300,000.
Oh, Jesus.
That's how you say that.
No.
Because 1,000
Yes,
is
but-
1 comma 000, right?
Mhm. 30,000 would be 30.
20,000.
20,000. is-
300,000.
Are you sure you don't mean 30,000? Because like that?
No. 30,000 is only 30 comma.
I know.
300 is 300
What
comma.
houses are you looking at?
I'm gonna have to show you.
Okay, yeah, because that's a lot.
But
I
depending
owe-
on where this person is,
Yeah.
will depend on if their housing market is good for both apartments and houses.
Mhm.
Because apartments nowadays are expensive as fuck too.
They are, but that's what I'm saying. That's crazy because
The
like.
fact that we got this apartment for basically cheap as dirt is
Okay, yeah, no.
amazing.
This apartment is amazing and it is cheap as dirt. But I mean, we
And
can hear our
it's so
neighbors-
much space. 2 bedrooms,
Yeah, true.
2 bathrooms, like it's perfect.
Kitchen's pretty good actually.
Kitchen's pretty nice. Like, it's amazing.
I'm not gonna complain.
Nah.
And none of our neighbors are complaining that we're loud as fuck, and they're loud as fuck, so I'm like,
oh shit, should I read this tiny little paragraph or this long ass paragraph?
Wait, for what? Comments?
For the comments.
Pause. Hold on.
Finish.
So to the mother, I think you should give her a little more time, only because I think society's a little messed up right now, and everyone's trying to figure out what to do. Housing is crazy. The world is crazy. Give her a little more time, I feel. But you are not the asshole for kicking her out because she has 6 kids and she's fucking up in life. She needs a reality check. There you go. Thank you. Reality check, because it's like, how are you gonna come to my house after you got evicted? You fucked up your life, so now you're just trying to implode on mine.
Here's my thing. I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said.
Okay, go ahead.
So I agree completely with everything that you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think technically you're not the asshole. However, you are just a tiny bit an asshole for the 2 months. That's it. But my thing is, it's like, first of all, you have this 27-year-old daughter of yours has a 10-year-old. How?
10-year-old, yeah.
You were 17.
Yeah.
Having a whole kid.
Which means the mom's what, 35? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So the mom is just like growing up with her daughter growing up with her kids growing up. Yeah. And just,
here's my thing.
Yeah.
First of all, if you have 3 baby daddies and getting child support from 2 of them, and you have now 7 kids, life is gonna hit you like a truck, and your parents cannot save you.
Yeah, your parents.
If I was in this spot and my parents said get out, I'd be like, oh, but that's not fair. Reality check. Your parents are doing what's best for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I honestly think, no, you're not being an asshole. You're basically just saying, look, you're an adult. You got 6 kids. You're engaged. You have a job. You got to figure it out on your own. Yeah, in your own space. That's it. The 2 months is kind of a really huge stretch. Yes. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It's not me. It's not me doing it. But at the same time, it's like kind of a bit of an asshole for the 2 months. But even then, it's like, it's whatever.
I mean, I understand why you said 2 months, because like that should be enough time.
You're giving her more. You're giving her more than legally required to do. Yeah. If you said 30 days, that's different. I've been like, whoa. Yeah. Pause.
Because, okay, let's think about this too. You need to give her time to save up, also find a place, also make sure she gets the place and then moves in.
A year is max for me. I give you 1 year right now.
I'd probably give 6 months.
And if you don't have your things in order in a year, you're gonna be living on the street. Save up. Because that gives your daughter the power to decide, am I going to save up for the next 6 months to find a place to move out in 6 months? Or am I going to waste my money, waste my time, and then actually be living on the streets? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's a deciding factor. Am I going to waste my money or am I going to save my money? This is what budgeting is like. This is what we had to do.
Yeah, true.
We moved out. We're like, oh, I can spend all my paychecks, or I can pay rent and pay my phone bill and pay my car insurance.
And that's how we
budget. That's how you budget. So unfortunately, I agree. Maybe 2 months was a bit of a stretch, but even then, like, I would be courteous and be like, I'm giving you 1 year today to get your shit in order. If you don't have it in order, I guess you're living on. You're living with the homeless people.
A year from now, you're out. If you're out before that year, great.
Great.
If you're not,
I gave you a whole year, and you did nothing. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Sorry. I love you. I really do. But I gave you a whole year to get your shit in order.
And it's not. And also, please be a good parent and remind her, because sometimes people forget.
I'll be like, hey, by the way, it's been 3 months. Yeah. Have you seen? Like, have you done anything?
I would be every month.
At literally like 90 days, I'll be like, hey.
Every 90 days.
Every 90 days.
I would be every month. I'll be like, your 1 month is gone. Hey,
I'll send you a timer. Yeah. Every single chance that I get, hey, by the way, you have like 6 months left. Yeah. You have 5 months. You have 4 months. You have 3 months. If you don't have anything by 3 months, I'll be like, kid.
Yeah, come on, man.
Like, if you don't...
How much money do you have saved up? At least tell me that.
I was like, at least tell me, like, how much do you have? Yeah. Because I'm not going to give you extra time. Fuck that.
No, there's no... a year. No, that's it.
A year. That is it. But I agree, like, even, like, when we were living with other people, and I got 30 days notice, I was like, okay. I didn't care, because I can fall back on my parents, and not have to worry about it. But the thing about it is I would have left, my fiance, I would have left my cats, I would have left everything. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, bye. I was fully prepared to just leave. I was prepared to be like, you know what, fuck this, fuck that, like, I'm not into that jazz. But you know what, at the end of the day, I was like, I gotta get my shit together, I'm an adult. And I never stopped working.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ever since that 30-day notice, like, immediately was like, it's either going to be me living on the street or in my car or with my parents and not working. And that's just not anything that my parents were going to agree upon. Like, no, you gotta be working, you gotta be in school. I was doing both. So keep that in mind. I was also in school. Obviously, this 27-year-old mom isn't in school.
Oh, she ain't got no time for that. I mean,
even
if
she was in school, I'd be like, you know what, like, be a little lenient because she's also getting a degree, she's also working, she's taking care of. First of all, if you're going to school and you work a part-time job, you should not, and I repeat, should not have 7 kids. You should not. That's impossible. I'm 22. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I live alone. I've lived on my own since I was 18. That's a statement. It's literally gonna be 4 years in 2 days. 2 days. It'll be 4 years since I moved out on my own. That's progress. Am I gonna start a family? Of course. I live on my own. I can only blame myself for starting a family and getting married and wasting all this money. That's my choice.
You take responsibility for it.
Exactly. I'm not gonna be like, Mom, you should have told me that being an adult sucked. I know being an adult sucks. As soon as I turned 18 and I stepped foot in my car and I moved all my shit out, automatically was like, oh no.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
It just, I don't know. Just life kind of throw things at you. But
yeah. But I'm going to read some comments.
Okay, go ahead.
We're getting kind of distracted.
I know. Oh my god.
And it's already 8:30 by the way. Pacific time. For anyone living on the East Coast. What up? My family's from New York, y'all.
I was gonna say something and I couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Intermission. Go ahead. I'm walking in. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the short one and I'm gonna read the long one.
Okay.
So the short one says, "Not the asshole."
Agreed.
But I would have been better to set boundaries a long time ago.
True.
Your daughter and her boyfriend need to grow up, and maybe this will be a life lesson to them. I do agree that it would be good to extend the deadline a bit, and then compromise by charging rent and, for instance, saving it up for them for future rental places.
Somebody gets it. See, we don't just say this because we're fucking stupid and we're just a society. No, other people think this.
We're experienced.
We're experienced.
I'm experienced.
Experienced in the knowing how people work and have witnessed this stuff and know how to avoid it type stuff. Like, we've watched enough shows, we've seen enough things. Well, not even just shows. In real life, we know people who are struggling because of da-da-da-da-da, and we're like, okay, well, you're stupid. Why didn't you just do this? Like, because we've avoided it, and, like, we don't... I don't know.
Exactly.
It's just common sense,
it's
to be
common
honest.
sense.
Ooh, speaking of that, some people are kind of fucking common sense. But go ahead.
So, I'm going to read this long one. I'm
Okay.
going to get comfy.
Okay.
Because this one's long. So, this one says, "Not the asshole. This makes me so fucking angry and upset.
Ooh.
She is currently at 6 kids working part-time with a boyfriend who works full-time and still can't afford all their bills and other expenses, and yet don't see a problem with pumping up a baby number 7.
Mm-hmm.
You and your husband pick up all the slack even though you have put your child rearing days behind you, and yet being upset is unfair to her. That is fucking asshole."
Yeah.
What a fucking asshole is what they said. This reminds me of my grandma. I think she was mid to late 70s at the time. That's in parentheses. My aunt and my uncle took her and put her in their basement suite. They charged her rent, expecting her to cook dinner for them every night and take care of their kid from the time my aunt's maternity time off from work ran out after about a year. That's also in parentheses. All through until my cousin's teen years. This was the most entitled brat growing up. She's wise up since, that's in parentheses, but as a child she was a menace. One day my cousin threw a massive tantrum. Can't remember why. While my mom, brother, and I were over and helping out where we could, while my mom and gran were working on prepping dinner. With cousin screaming, I heard my grandma say that she wishes she was dead. She was that stressed from having having to suddenly raise a toddler again. It was mental. Then, as a teen, my cousin got super picky about food, so what did my aunt and uncle do? Have my grandma prep a separate meal for my cousin to avoid a fight. This is what you are heading for? just insurmountable. My eyes. Stress that you wish your life was over. You do not need that. You're doing what is best for you and your husband. You need to stay firm on this. You are giving them an amp time to get themselves sorted out. Please don't backpedal on this. Stay firm. You're not an asshole. This is your daughter reaping what she sowed and sowed and sowed, and you get the picture. If you don't cut her off, you'll have number 8 on the way by the end of the year. I promise you.
There you go.
This person right here said it
spoke
all.
Facts. Damn, they get it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, because they lived in it.
Yeah.
Like, the grandmother was just raising this kid.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just too many instances. If you actually look at the news, look at, like, stories of other people, like, if you actually are interested in whatever, you'll learn that a lot of people make the same mistakes.
Right.
So if you don't learn from the mistakes, that's literally your own fault. Like,
exactly.
And like that person said, you're like
you reap what you sow, and you sow and you sow. Having 6 kids, almost 7 now, and you still live with mommy and daddy is beyond it's beyond frustrating.
I'm pretty sure my mom probably would have like, okay, let's just put it in perspective.
Let's go ahead and
25.
Yeah.
If I have 3 kids and I'm still living with her, she's like, okay.
But I agree. If you would be charging your daughter rent, charge her rent.
Oh yeah.
Give her the responsibility of charging her rent and half of the utilities right now. Because how many times do those kids take a bath every week?
Oh yeah.
How many times do you guys take a shower every single week? Do you know what I mean? That's money that your parents are paying for you to stay there for free. Yeah. So if it were me, be like, you know what? You can live here for the next year because I'm gonna give you a year, but you're gonna pay me rent. You can either pay me rent or you can pay me water bill. Which one do you want?
It's, well, just, I don't even know.
It's complicated.
It's very complicated.
But I agree. This last person, bless their hearts, just spoke.
They were upset. They read this and they were just,
they're like, I'm so fucking angry.
It's because they probably lived it.
They lived it.
They lived it. They read the post and then relived it
and
because of the post.
They're like, oh shit.
They're like, I'm not going through this shit again. Hey.
Hey, your daughter needs to get her shit together.
Yeah.
And life is a bitch. You gotta start growing up. Like, that's just pure facts.
Like we said, it's not a mean thing. It's just like, if you're gonna have 7 kids,
grow up.
Be prepared for that. Like, why would you have any without being prepared? And it's good that the 2 baby daddies that aren't with you anymore are paying child support. That means they're good.
But my question is like, what are you doing with all this money?
Oh yeah.
Like, I get it, you have to spend it on kids and spend it on groceries or whatever, but what are you doing with the rest of it?
I was gonna say, inflation ain't that. Well, I mean,
it's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's still like, you got that much money. I don't know how much these other baby daddies are paying her in child support. I don't know, nor do I care. But still, child support is a lot.
Is it? How much is it?
It's court mandated. So the parents sit and talk, hey, I have a kid with this person, this guy should owe me, I have 3 kids with him, he should owe me like $300 a month.
Okay, so it's like 100 each kid?
I want to say it might be, depending on what state you live in, yes. I want to say here it's, what was I trying to say? Like, us as a state itself, I want to say is like 100 per kid.
No matter the age of the kid?
No matter the age.
100, okay.
So like if one baby daddy had 2, then he's paying $200 for just those 2 kids, right? Which means the money that he gives to the mom has to go to those 2 kids, food, clothes.
Yeah, but that's on the mom to actually like spend it on that.
But that's the thing. It's like the dads could actually sue her if they think that she's not using the money for their kids and for her own purposes. If she's if the mom had said, oh, she's going out partying every night with her friends, fuck that. Yeah, so you're giving her literally until the end of the week to get her shit out.
Oh, definitely. If she's really fucking up like that.
If you're using your money to go partying and shit, fuck you. Get out. I love you, but fuck off. Get out. Literally.
I don't even think I love you anymore. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's one of those things. I'm just prepping.
Okay.
Relax.
Like,
wait a minute.
Wait.
But I'm so glad I didn't like have to relive anything, because I would have been yelling this whole time like, no, fuck this 27-year-old. She's a stupid ass bitch. She needs to get her life in order. God.
It makes me upset. Obviously, I don't care that much because like this is my family. It's not happening to me. But as an empath,
oh Lord,
as an empath, it does frustrate me on the mother's end because I can only imagine, like, I love my kid to death. they know that I love them. They know
Right.
I would take care of them. So they get evicted. They come to me. I'm like,
Right.
okay, of course, baby, come stay with
We'll
me.
take care of you.
Yeah,
but
but
you
then-
gotta grow up.
Yeah, but then you stay for a year and a half, and then they have another baby, and you're like, okay, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Like,
Hold on a
it's
second.
already tight enough with 2 of you and
Yeah.
6 kids sharing 2 rooms. Like,
I mean, that's a strong mama. She dealt with her baby and these 6 kids for a year and a half. I'm like,
and the fiance / boyfriend at the same time.
yeah. Ooh,
So it's like,
that's
oh
a lot
god.
of stuff going on. I'm sorry.
I was
but
like,
just
what
can't-
happened to the boyfriend? Why does he not have a place? How old is the boyfriend?
If
Where's your house, dog?
I'm-
If you're working full time as a chef,
yeah.
you making
Right,
bank.
like,
Where your house at?
oh my god, yeah. So
Go buy a
wait,
house. You
how did you guys
obviously-
even meet? Like, who had the house beforehand? Like, what happened? Like, I just want to know the story.
How many
like,
kids does this 3rd guy have with you?
yeah, that's another question. Like, how are we splitting
I mean,
up?
the
Like,
11th month probably sounds like him.
Yeah,
so I want to
definitely.
say maybe he has the 11-month-old and this newborn,
Mm,
but that's
maybe. Yeah, we don't even know.
I can't dwell on this topic any longer, else I'm gonna start going at her like, look,
I am. Look here. no, just
zooms,
yeah. So
close-ups.
look here, buddy. First of all, no, just me. Like, okay,
1-on-1, 1v1v.
you know, you know that I want my own space, right?
Right.
I need my own space. I need my own place. If I had a child of some sort and they had whatever how many kids and they come to me like, oh, I got a Victor, look, okay, well, I got room for you, I guess. But then after so long, if I just heard screaming every day and I'd get to wake up, I would get so tired.
You
I'm
need
like,
to get your kids under control.
yeah, I'd be like, you need to fucking do something because I'm tired of your shit. Like, I love you, but
I
get
love
out.
you, but get out.
Please.
I feel like it
spare
was-
me.
My
Or you can have this house. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
You know what? This house is fully paid off. Knock yourself
There you go.
out.
I'd be like, look, all you gotta do is pay the mortgage. Here you go. I'm going somewhere else.
Bye.
I literally give them the house because I can't. I
But
just,
that's my thing. Is like how did the daughter and the boyfriend / fiance meet? And how come this fucker who works full time as a chef?
Mhm.
Chefs make bank.
enough.
They make
Big
enough.
You can get an apartment.
You can get like
You
a
don't need
really
a
nice.
house.
You can get a
Yeah.
really nice apartment. But if she's working part time and getting child support,
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
the money from the other dads go towards the kids,
Mhm.
obviously.
So you should.
So
have,
your paychecks need to go to yourself. Because your kids are already fed and clothed, right? From the money from their dads.
Well.
Does that make sense? But it's like your paychecks, like if it were me
Mhm.
and I was getting money from 2 different dads, that money would go towards the kids. My paychecks would go towards myself.
Mhm.
Do I need food? Do I need clothes? Whatever I have left over goes into a savings account. Period.
Oh, it's just a lot.
It's a lot. And I do agree.
You're
Not the asshole.
Just tell your daughter to get her shit together.
Tell your daughter that she needs to grow up
Yeah.
and become an adult. This is what she signed up for,
Don't
having
try to
7 kids.
sugarcoat
Like,
it.
you signed up to have 7 kids. You did not sign up to be living in your mommy daddy's house forever with
Mhm.
7 kids. So it's time for you to grow up. Sorry to say it.
I mean, you're a good mom for letting her in, you know? Like,
I agree.
for
I would,
that
like,
long?
oh yeah, I would let my kids if that were the case. But my question is, how did you get evicted?
Yeah. I
How?
would have asked that as soon as you came to me. Oh, Mom,
How did you get evicted?
How? Because if you're going to be doing that at my house, you ain't coming here.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I sound like an asshole because it's like,
We sound like assholes.
This is because in the moment.
But
I'm a
that's-
very sweet person. I
Yeah.
probably would let my kids stay in with
We're
me,
just
but
infuriated by this that I'm
yeah,
like,
it's
you
just
know,
a long ass time, and then you're gonna have another baby. Okay. Like,
on Christmas, I'd be like, oh, you're announcing a 7th kid? Fuck no, get out.
yeah.
On Christmas, I will fuck up your Christmas.
Ooh.
Ooh, you're gonna
Dang.
tell me that you're having baby number 7? That's great. Pack up your shit.
Like,
Get
oh, that's awesome. That means you can get out tomorrow, yeah? Because
Yeah.
you're ready to have that seventh kid? Yeah? Awesome.
My
Ooh.
present to you is the key to your own apartment. Please get out.
I'm saying, I don't know. Like, okay, there's 2 options. Either kick your daughter out and have her figure her own shit, which is the best option because then she'll be prepared for next time if she gets evicted again.
Right.
Or just get another house. Just have her live in it or something. Like you know houses
her-
that have like
get
a
her-
back house?
It's
like
called a casita.
There you go, a casita.
You should Give her, if your house is fully paid off, just give her your house.
Just build another extra house.
Buy your
You're
own.
renovating anyway. There you go.
Right, you're renovating. Go buy a brand new house, renovate that to its core, and knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Live on your own. The fact that the youngest of this poster moved out 4 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Ma'am,
I mean,
your younger sibling just moved out.
The younger sibling.
You moved in with 6 kids.
Yeah.
And with the 7th in your stomach, you need to stop.
Yeah, you're going crazy.
You tell your daughter right now. I am telling, one-on-one right now. One-on-one. Tell your daughter that this 7th kid is the last.
Yeah.
She has 6 kids with 2 other dads and probably one with this 3rd that she's been with for 5 years. Okay.
Maybe 2. We don't know. But...
Cap. But here's the thing. She obviously has kids with this other person that she's been with forever. Boyfriend / fiance, whoever the fuck he is to her. 7th kid, done and over, unless she gets her shit together. If you live on your own, knock yourself out. However, it has to be enough space for these kids to share a room, because if it's not, you call CPS.
Ooh.
The fact that the mom... So, here's the thing. The mom, the grandmother, I should say. The grandmother gave them 2 rooms. So obviously the parents are in one, with probably like the youngest kids, like the baby and like probably a toddler or whatever. That means that the other big kids are in another room together. You honestly, by law, could have called CPS because it's harsh living conditions.
It is.
It's not against. It's technically here where we live. I'm obviously not going to disclose where we live.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Excuse me.
I'm just kidding. No, but where we live. It's law that if you have, obviously 2 parents, right? If you have, like, 2 people as a couple and you have, like, 3 kids, and it's a 1-bedroom apartment, you're automatically getting jail time.
Really?
Automatically.
Really?
So it's like, right now, it's the 3 of us. We have 2 rooms.
Yeah.
So even if we have a newborn, like, let's say in the next couple of months, or like a year from now, obviously, like, it's gonna be the 2 of us with a newborn in our room, but then you're separate.
Yeah.
And at which point we'll be like, hey, it's gonna be our last year because we're gonna go and, you know, start our own life and our own family together. You know, we'll separate it that way. But that's different than popping out kids like they're fucking rabbits.
Yeah, guys.
First of all,
we're already in a 8 million population. We're kind of overpopulating the Earth.
Stop.
We need to stop. Can we please stop having kids? There's some kids at the adoption center that really need homes.
Yeah, kids that need to get adopted are there.
Yeah, please.
Like, Jesus.
You too. I'm just kidding.
I know.
I know
I'm
you want one. Oh, yeah?
I'm planning.
Awesome. No, seriously.
I'm planning on at least having 3 of my own. But then,
okay.
like, adopting 2 more, so I'll have 5 kids total.
She's got a plan.
I planned all this out when I got with my fiance.
Oh.
But it was one of those things where I was like, do we want to talk about, like, is it too soon to talk about family, like
it's never too soon. No, sometimes little girls be like, I want to grow up and get a husband and have 3 kids. I mean,
well, it's like, I grew up, like, planning my wedding
and,
like, planning my perfect match. I found him, by the way. It took a very long time.
I wonder whose fault that was. I'm just kidding. No,
we're looking at him for validation. Like, do you feel the same way, or
he's confused and scared. But what was I gonna say?
Not him mixed feeling, laughing, and awkwardness.
Cause okay, I never grew up planning a wedding and being like, oh, my husband.
Because
like,
you never planned on having that.
Yeah, that was never like my dream. My dream was just
I feel like even if you do, I honestly, I don't see you having kids. I see you adopting kids.
Definitely.
I don't see you physically, like, pushing one out.
Nope.
But I see you adopting kids, but I also see you getting married to somebody special.
Really?
I see you getting married to someone that's, like, that fits your personality on point.
Thank
someone
you.
Who's like you, but, like, who's your type, who's you, but a separate person.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, who likes the same music? Literally a twin of yourself. I found a twin of myself. Like, we are very much alike, and it scares me.
Yeah?
That I'm like, I'm weird. Why are you weird? Why are you acting crazy when I'm trying to be crazy? Like, what the hell?
Hey, you're supposed to be the one who fucking calms me down.
But it's like, honestly, as your best friend, but BTW, we've been friends for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Like, literally almost a decade.
Hey.
Proud. So it's like
Only childhood friend here, technically, because
Yeah.
that one
the
too.
only one I actually talked to.
Yeah.
In a sense, the only one I talked to from childhood, I guess. But it's one of those things where I see you getting married to someone very, very special, but not having kids with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, I see you with a partner, not necessarily married, but at least with a like a lifetime partner.
Yeah.
Whether you're married or engaged forever or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but I see you with somebody raising a family together.
Nice.
That's what I envision. I imagine
Really?
you envision the same thing with the two of us. Like
I
I
know.
see you guys getting married.
I know y'all are.
You're
First
like,
of all, they're already like that now.
you're
I'm
already
that kid.
planning your shit.
I'm
Not
good.
even married yet. And you're already
Yeah.
planning to have kids.
Mhm.
Like damn.
Yeah, no, I see you guys. You guys are fine.
It's one of those things where, like, I see you with all of that.
Oh,
I see you adopting 3.
3?
All different races, obviously. Like I don't think you would adopt a newborn. I think the
Oh,
lowest.
definitely.
I think the lowest that you would go.
Sorry, no.
I think the lowest that you would go with adopting is like maybe a 3 or 4-year-old, like a toddler.
You're correct.
Something that's a little bit like manageable,
Mhm.
but like babies cry a lot,
Yeah,
and they eat
do.
a lot,
Yeah, they do.
and you have to teach them how to talk, how to walk, how to crawl, how to do all this shit. If you already have a kid that knows how to do all of those things, your
Yeah.
work is partly done.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta make sure that they can pee in a toilet
Yeah,
and eat on their own. That's it.
yeah, pretty much.
That's all you got.
But now that you bring that up, I kind of do want to do that from scratch, because then I could teach them like 2 different languages while they're still like a baby. I'm like,
Well,
hey,
I-
this is fun.
Like,
Or
like obviously, like with my kids, I'm gonna be teaching them English and sign language.
oh yeah, yeah, you have that language. That's fucking dope. If you know how to do sign language, you're awesome. Cause
If you know how to sign, come hit me up.
yeah. What?
I know. No, not in that way.
I was gonna say. We
Never mind.
Just...
I didn't mean.
Yeah, take that back. Flirtatious bitch. It's okay. It happens to all of us.
But if you know sign language, I know very little. I don't know it fluently. But I know a couple of words. I know how to, make sentences and everything like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense in a way. Like, oh hey, how are you? I know that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color? I know that. So it's like
Wow,
I'm not gonna be
what's
like.
your favorite color? I don't know that in any
Yeah.
language except English.
I can show you some.
Oh, nice.
But we should do an episode of the podcast. Obviously, for the listeners on Spotify and SoundCloud, won't be able to see
Oh yeah, then.
any of the sign language that's going on. But I can show you some sign language for the video purposes and be like, I just did sign language, bam. Like,
Yeah.
go watch the video to see it.
I mean, I know this. I know this. I know this.
We know the curse words.
Yeah, we know the curse words.
We know the curse words. But it's like, if I wanted to ask you your favorite color, it's like your favorite. No. You're gonna have to come back.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I want to say this is something else,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like preferred. Oh, your favorite color.
Okay.
Color.
Got you.
I'll have to learn color again, but I know it's your favorite because this is
Okay.
like preferred.
Got you.
So it's like favorite or preferred or like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like your.
Yeah.
So you, your.
Yeah.
Me, my. That kind of thing, like possessive.
Got you.
So it's like your favorite. I want to say this is color. Is what?
I mean, I know a little bit of Japanese.
I know why. Why is so fun to sign because it's
What?
just. So if you
What?
ever see me walking around the house and I'm just like doing this, you're
Yeah.
like, why? What?
Yeah, like,
Why?
what do you need?
Why? What? Do you need help? No.
Yeah.
Why? I say no a lot.
Yeah.
I sign no a lot.
Everywhere. Like,
I
as
do
soon as
this,
you
I'm
walk
like-
around the house, just yeah.
I'm looking for something. No.
Yeah.
I'm at work. I'm like no,
Mhm.
no, and I'm looking around. No, and I just do this. My coworkers. Let me get on the topic of me signing no at work. My coworker the other day said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm trying to find this item." And they're like, "No, with your hands. I see you looking around like I'm doing this, right? But I'm
Right.
also signing." And they're like, "My friend at work has a kid who knows a little bit of sign language." And so she comes up and goes, "Why are you signing no?"
Oh, see, I love that.
She knew that I was signing no, and I was like, "Wait, what? You know sign?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know sign. I know very little because I taught my son." And I was like, "Oh shit, really?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just looking for something." But every time I don't see something, it just automatically with my hands just signing no,
Mm-hmm.
no. I'm like doing this no, no. Going to every single rack no. I just sign no or I
Yeah.
sign Y. Those are the two main ones that I just Y and no. That's all I sign most of the day.
Yep.
But given the fact I don't even know what time it is, but
yeah, I mean it's
it's
about that time.
So we're
It's
gonna
about
go
that
ahead
time.
and call it short here.
Not short at all, but okay.
We're gonna end it
call
here.
it here.
We'll do another video sometime soon. But other than that, thanks for tuning in to the chat lounge. It's been real.
Sorry. It's been real. That's what's up. We're gonna call it short. Have a good day. No.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Okay.
stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully video/audio, because it should be. I want to try and do it at least once a week.
Okay.
And we can do themed nights. We can do fast food Reddits. We can do retail Reddits. We can do whatever. But we gotta do what we gotta do. But other than that, we'll see you guys in the next episode, I guess.
In the next episode, whenever it comes out. I mean, of course, this is just like the start of this, so like.
Yeah, this is only the pilot, so
Yeah.
don't get too freaked out if it doesn't come back for like a couple of days. It is what it is.
No, just kidding.
But it's gonna be about a week, because we both work, so we gotta find time where both of us can kind of do something and make a video and then go from there.
Yep.
But other than that, it's been Lexi and Shy.
In the chat lounge.
And the chat lounge. While we're sitting at a dining room table. This is our chat lounge.
Yeah.
We'll get decorations and shit later, but
Yeah, definitely.
for now, it's been really cool. But we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
Peace.